It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I remember vividly I was talking to friends of mine and telling them what happened to me, and it became like a joke because they laughed. And I was like, from now I'm never going to tell anybody what happened to me.
I just felt like this was all my fault. I had agreed to date him, and who was I going to tell? Who was going to believe that something like this had actually happened to me? Who was going to believe I was sexually assaulted? Because people would just say, but you were not raped, so you are fine. But I wasn't.
He damaged my life. He damaged me physically, but I survived.
It felt like this whole sexual assault just ruined my whole life.
My name is Boyiswa Angelina Nsadu. I'm 46 years old. I'm a mother of 4. I'm an HIV counselor, and I'm also a rape survivor.
My name is Fumana Nhlonhlo. I'm 37 years old. I'm a rape survivor. I'm also a maternist.
I'm 49 years old. I am a rape survivor.
My name is Chipo Wacha. I am 23, and I'm a rape survivor.
My story goes like this. I was raped by my cousin brother when I was 8 years old, and I never told anyone. I kept it to myself for 15 years. And then I had flashbacks. That's when I decided to talk about it. Then I talk about it. I went to rape crisis to seek help because I wasn't myself. I was like two people in one body. Sometimes I'll be myself in somebody else's body, or I'll be somebody else in my body. Because sometimes I couldn't control myself. The after effects of rape affected me a lot because I had sex a lot. I like to have sex a lot. It was abnormal. I wouldn't mind having sex with this camera gentleman here in front of me. And tomorrow, when we meet again, I will pretend as if I never saw him. This is the first time I've seen him. I wouldn't mind if what he's saying about me after that. That's how it affected me. And then as a result, I had a panic disorder. They said the doctors diagnosed me that I have panic disorder. I have anxiety disorder. I also have bipolar disorder. I opened a case. The incident happened in Eastern Cape, but I opened a case here in Western Cape. After a year, the detectives from Eastern Cape came to Western Cape to take my statement. After a year in opening the case, they took the statement and then I waited. After another year, they phoned me from Eastern Cape telling me that the prosecutor said that there's not enough evidence in my case, so the case is closed. Then I asked him, what kind of evidence do you need? And he said, I don't know. That was it. I told myself that I'm not going to drain myself because I've been draining myself, trying to prove myself to everyone. Now I'm tired of doing that. I need to prove myself to me. I need to take my power, my strength, my dignity, my love, everything, which is I've got now. Everything that I wanted, which is for me to be happy. I am happy where I am. And I am proud to say that I am the truly survivor because I can stand in front of this camera telling my story to all the South Africans, telling them that I was raped by my cousin and he's still out there. I don't know what he's doing to other women, other children, because I was a child when he was raping me. But anyway, he damaged my life. He damaged me physically, but I survived. The whole ordeal, I survived. I'm here today telling it to you. Since I was I kept it all for 15 years. I would have this boyfriend, then I would have flashbacks, then I'll stop having that boyfriend, I'll go to another boyfriend. I want to talk about it, but I feel like now, man, if I'm telling my brother, my sister, because I don't have any sisters, I only have brothers only. If I tell my brother, he's a man, he's not going to understand, he's not going to understand. And I feel like it's my fault. If I didn't go to his house and play there, he wouldn't have raped me. And then if I hadn't go after he had raped, I didn't go there again, he wouldn't have raped me again. But at that time, I couldn't control myself. I had there's this thing when you are raped, you can't control your body. That's why I was saying you become two person in one body. Your mind will tell you now, no, Fumana, this is wrong. You can't go there because it's going to rape you again. You can't go there. But your body will tell you, no, I want to that. And if you're not going to the counseling, your body is controlling you. You can't just say, no, it's fine. I'm going to control this feeling I have in my body. No, you can't control that feeling. So I didn't tell anybody I would have this boyfriend and this boyfriend and this boyfriend, but I told myself, now this is enough. Because I keep seeing this person each and every time I'm having sex with my boyfriend. So I decided to go to my family and tell them. I told my sister-in-law that, Sissy, this is what happened. And then I didn't wait for her reaction. I just left her. I said, you're going to tell your husband and you, my brothers, you're going to tell them. Then they ask around, what can I do? Then they find out that I can go to rape crisis. Then that's when I got to talk to rape crisis. Then when I get to rape crisis, get to rape crisis and I talk about it, I feel like, no man, these are the people that understand me. Now I can go deeper into details what is happening. And the things that I didn't understand about myself, the things that I blame myself, that because sometimes you find out that you do things that are wrong, knowing that they are wrong just to get the attention. When you get the attention, you don't know what to do with this attention you are getting. You're just pulling back because the attention you wanted is here now, but now you don't know what to do with it. And then you blame people. You blame, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be in this situation. If that happened, I wouldn't be in this situation. But at the end of the day, when you understand those things at rape crisis, you know that, no, man, it wasn't my fault. It is very difficult to forgive, but it's the best medicine. Trust me, I know. I was raped by my cousin brother. I look up on him because he's my brother. But as I grow up, I put that at the back of my mind. Because when you are raped, you just take that rape and then shove it there and put the box and then cover it with white cloth so that it can look nice. I will talk to him. And then when we were in Western Cape, I would meet with him, he will come to my house. But as he came to my house, because he's our cousin, when he comes there, I'll do like this. Then I'll decide, no, this house is too small for both of us. If he comes in, and then I'll go out. That happens a lot. That happens. One day I was making a tea for everyone in the house. Then he came in. Then I left everything in the kitchen. Then I got out. And then they were waiting for the tea. And then they were asking, where is she? He said that when I came in, he just got out. It was very difficult to look him in the eye
knowing what he has done to me. Because at that time, I knew what he has done to me. He has raped me. He has damaged me. At that time, he has control over me. Because I was scared of him. I couldn't be around him. Then I decided, now, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to run away from our home anymore because of him. He has his own home. Why must I run from home? Where am I going to go? Then one day I was praying. I always pray. I said, God, please show me what to do. Then the next day I listened to the radio closer. Then there was this pastor, this reverend that was praying. He prays and prays and prays and prays. And then he talks about the forgiveness. And then I said to myself, please, Lord, I want to forgive him, but I don't know how. Then I said to myself, no, it's fine, I forgive him. Then I'll see what's happening after that. Then I realized that as I said that I forgive him, I'm not doing it for, I didn't do it for him. I didn't do it for the family or whatever. I did it for myself. Because when you have that anger bolted inside you, you usually have the pain in between your shoulders. I told myself, I'm tired of carrying this heavy burden in me. It's not my burden, it's his burden. He must carry it for himself. So I told myself, now it's time for me to forgive him. I said, God, now I forgive him. And then after that, as days goes by, I was like, I don't feel the pain. It's getting, the pain is getting a little less, yeah. Then I said to myself one day, oh, it's that forgiveness. I have forgiven him. Now the burden is gone. Then, after that, he was the one who was running away from me. Because we usually met at the clinic. We were taking the treatment at the same clinic. If I came and then he came, he would change the direction. I said, yes! I've got the power back now. The burden is on him. It wasn't mine anyway. It was him. Then I forgave him, and then I was happy after that. I didn't do it for him. I don't care about him. I only care about me. Yeah. Now I'm free of his burden. He can stay and coach his burden. He can cover. I can borrow him the white cloth so he can cover. My dream is to raise my baby boy to be the full-grown man who's not a rapist, who understands women perfectly.
They laughed, and I was like, from now I'm never going to tell anybody what happened to me.
I just felt like this was all my fault. I had agreed to date him, and who was I going to tell? Who was going to believe that something like this had actually happened to me? Who was going to believe I was sexually assaulted? Because people would just say, but you were not raped, so you are fine. But I wasn't.
He damaged my life. He damaged me physically. But I talk about it. I went to rape crisis to seek help because I wasn't myself. I was like two people in one body.
Sometimes I'll be myself in somebody else's body, or I'll be somebody else in my body. Because sometimes I couldn't control myself. Also, I'm a machinist.
I'm 49 years old. I am a rape survivor.
My name is Chipo Wacha. I'm 23 and I'm a rape survivor.
My story goes like this. I was raped by my cousin brother when I was 8 years old, and I never told anyone. I kept it to myself for 15 years. And then I had flashbacks. That's when I decided to talk about it. Then I survived.
It felt like this whole sexual assault just ruined my whole life.
My name is Boyiswa Angelina Ntsato. I'm 46 years old. I'm a mother of 4. I'm an HIV counselor, and I'm also a rape survivor.
My name is Fumana Nhlonhlo. I'm 37 years old. I'm a rape survivor. I'm
It was a gun. I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation,
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I remember vividly I was talking to friends of mine and telling them what happened to me, and it became like a joke because